Hello, my name is Phealin, and we will be playing Serena. I have no idea what to expect.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Alright. All I know it's a point-and-click game and it's... Okay.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
This is a collaboration game. It exists on
This
Steam.
was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers.
Yeah, it's a collaboration effort of... I don't remember how many people. It's supposed to be creepy, disturbing, scary as far as I understood it.
It was truly like an enchanted tide, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera.
Can I move my microphone a little bit so I can actually see what the...
My love.
What it says. My camera. Did I say my camera? I meant my microphone if I said camera.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple,
okay.
so this one is quite important.
So...
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
I have no idea what...
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Okay then, what else can I...
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
That's creepy. Not got anything to say about that?
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
I really like the voice
I can
acting.
make out nothing through this window. There was a time long ago that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window.
What do I have over here?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, I hate creaking floorboards.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Like Serena, maybe?
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Body.
We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
How do I go back? There we go, thank you. What's this?
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folk tale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion.
I was supposed to
Quite a
find
large
something?
armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. And we all have our skeletons in the closet. Not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now. Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger mess of the clothes in here.
Fine. Ugh.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods.
I was expecting something to shriek at me soon.
She's fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to, every cabin needs one.
Okay.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course.
Right.
Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Yes, yes, of course.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's
I
orders.
see.
And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run. These
Jeez.
keys are for the cabin and the car.
That looks very odd car keys.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Nothing interesting there.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us.
Uh-huh.
When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, Away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Okay.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena.
Oh, I don't like that creaking sound, it's creepy.
The furniture came with the cat. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Can I look at the picture one more time?
The
No?
table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. I better stay in case Serena comes back.
Well, I've been everywhere. I clicked everywhere, haven't I? Okay, let's try to go here. Excuse me. My ears itching. Ah!
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved it's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Oh, okay, it was just this one.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Okay then.
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
Oh, I need to check something real quick. Okay, there we go. I forgot to start the timer and I just had to check how long we've been going.
I feel too restless to sleep right now. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Well, what do I do now?
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging. Big enough for a lifetime. We hated guns, so we found this trunk at a flea market. Big enough for a life. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh!
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual
How the
film
hell?
camera. My love. We don't have a lot of photos of our... The guy who snapped this, my love.
Well, her face is back.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Why? Does he only move outside the window? Okay, it's supposed to move. It was 3 there or something. Oh man. I gotta lower my volume just a little bit. It's very loud in my
How
ear.
long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. I miss her so much. Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and smells. He spent his last years in a retreat from the world, though, writing a cork line. You know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck, her firm bottom.
Right.
I'm a casual dresser.
Okay, so we looped that. What about the chest? Can we go into the chest now?
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrows.
I'm sure she's
We
in
found
that
his
chest.
trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Why? We might just as well stay here.
I didn't see this before. Oh, you have nothing to say about the creepy picture? True friends stand by each other through any adversity. Yes. What do I do now?
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? The most comfortable spot in the cabin.
Oh, I see.
I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to. How I longed to see her sitting in this chair again. It must be any minute now. She must be coming back. These chairs numbed my back. Hers too. But I just got used to it. We could have gotten new ones. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair. Obviously. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there. For all the charm of furniture like this, reminds me of Ingmar. Big enough for a lifetime. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this, years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. I've always been drawn to
Hate
things
those
that
kind
are
of clocks.
both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once.
Once.
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway. That ticking. It never stops.
Well, no.
I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is.
Oh.
As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. As always, I
Right,
automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. We seem to take fewer and fewer walks as the year. I always resisted the temptation to
Right,
sweep
anyway,
things
I'm
under
out
there
of time
when
for
it was
this
my
part,
turn
so
to tidy up.
yeah. I'm not sure what's going on. It is interesting. At the same time, it's creepy. I don't know. It's just the atmosphere in general. I don't know why it's creepy. It's cozy. It would be cozy. It's just I just get this very feeling that something's seriously wrong here. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. Bye.